All right, what you're looking at is a 71 Ford F100 Sport Custom. Been off the road for at least 31 years. Motor was locked up when I've got it. More on that as we go. One owner truck, really solid, great patina. Original Harbor Blue, looks like it's been resprayed once, but let's get into it. As you can see, it sat out on the carport in the Memphis area, cooked the paint a little bit, but there's good paint under there, y'all. Comet wash, Ajax wash will definitely bring that around. Pretty cool. Windshield looks like it's delaminated a little bit. That's not a huge deal. Mirrors are there, glass is there. Just looking at the top side, the only surface rust on the body is right here along the edges of the bed, but that's not a huge deal. I'm not even sure I've seen a bed this clean in all the dent sides and bump sides and square bodies I've looked at. I mean, it's clean. To be sitting outside for the last 30 years in the same spot with leaves and junk and stuff, you never see beds that kind of solid. I'm pretty pumped about that. Rear glass is there. Even got the gun rack in the back. Pretty cool. Some surface rust on the rooftop there. You can see a little bit, but nothing's rusted through, and it'll clean up real good. We'll work back around. This piece of trim here is the only piece that's missing. It's actually not missing. It's sitting right there, just waiting to be put back on. Since we're here, we'll open up the inside. The doors, a lot of times on these trucks, you'll get a door that's saggy here. Let's see if I can grab this around. Pull on it. And you can see no movement in the door. Moves the whole body of the truck. That's pretty solid, and it shuts nice. So clean. So clean. Does have an end cab tank, but I've got a solution for that. Door cards are there, maybe original. We got holes down low, cut for speakers, not a big deal. Cool thing about these trucks is between LMC truck and some of the other firms out there, Speedway and Jags, you can pretty much put these trucks back together. So we've got, this is a cover on the original bench. I've got a bench in better shape than this already out of a dent side. Like I said about the tank, the floors are solid. A little bit of pinhole stuff down here. See if we can show you some of that. You can see floor down there below, but not bad at all. Easy to solve. The dash is super clean overall. The dash itself is a little bit cracked. That's an easy solve. Aftermarket radio. Looks like factory air. I'd love to hear if you know for sure the way that air is integrated into the controls there. All the dealer installed air I've ever seen has separate controls down on that box. So we're going to say this is factory air for a 71. I thought they started that in 72, but like I said, if you know different, let me know. Headliner's sagging a little bit. The weather stripping's seen better days, but all in all, truck is solid. There's a tank back there. Sounds empty. We'll find out. Again, no bad rust at all. All right, here's the passenger side. Again, no dents and dings. The trim is good. No evidence of Bondo, just solid truck all the way around. I've got it backed all the way into the corner of the shop, but you can see a little bit of surface rust on the tailgate. Tailgate does work. Had 6 sweet hubcaps on it. Scored some extra tires. A few of those wheels and tires, 2 of them had mud grips on it, which was pretty common back in the day to run a mud tire in the rear in the winter for better traction. You can see I've got the 6th one up there on the corner. I love hanging up those old license plates. Same thing on this side. No sag in the door. All the glass mechanisms work. All the glass is solid. The door is solid. No wiggle, no move. Cab is solid on this one, in this floor as well, and all the way around. And again, well, Did a poor job there. Again, oh, that's much better. So you'll notice here, we've got Explorer on the inside, glove box, and my friends over it. And you got Sport Custom in the back. And like I was saying, my friends over at Half Moon Customs can probably tell me exactly the story on the difference, or if that's a mismatch or not. Again, good solid patina. All this is going to clean up. You can see on this side, which was the side facing the afternoon sun, it's a little more faded. You got the respray there, but even when that cleans up, as much of that respray as comes off, it's still going to look cool. You got the old school window fairings there. The grill is in good shape. This is a little busted. You can buy those pieces. The headlight trim rings and everything are good. We've got some aftermarket lights there in the front. And let's open up the hood. See what we got. All right. So here we are. It's a 240. You can tell it's a 240 by the way that it is. Specifically meaning the ID plate over here on the valve cover that says 240. But also because I learned this after the fact, that the integrated exhaust and intake manifolds that you can see there did not come on a 300, only on a 240. This motor, like I said, was locked up. I added ATF and acetone as a mixture, filled the cylinders up, basically, every one of them there. And for 3 days, I took a breaker bar onto the crank bolt down there and just gave it a big heave. And on day 3, it popped loose. Let me grab it for you and you can see what I mean. Would not turn in the beginning, and now you get good solid turning. It was crunchy on day 1. It is no longer crunchy. Turns nice and easy. No compression, obviously, because there's no spark plugs in there. Power steering, power brake truck. That's a big deal in 1971. So we'll see how that goes. And you'll notice there that at least one of the vacuum lines to the distributor is plugged off, but the other one going to the carb is still intact. We're going to try to get it running this week. Got a starter to put on. I jumped the solenoid over here a few times once I gave it a good battery. And the motor will turn, but the starter, even with a big hammer, could not be motivated to do starter things. So we'll switch that out. Originally, when I bought this truck, I learned that it was parked because the clutch is bad. I don't know what that means exactly. The clutch pedal was solid, and after a little work, I got it to break free. I can hear noises in there, so we'll see. Maybe the clutch plate is in pieces. Maybe there's something else going on. Maybe we freed it up. Probably not. But it'll be interesting to see anyway. All right, so for this week, we'll put a starter on it and we'll see how that goes. And we'll get back to you. Like I said, real big plans for this one. They don't all include sitting on the same long bed chassis. More to come on that. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you like the walk around. Like I said, it's the first one, new format. Just trying it out. See ya. All right, let's take a look at the truck from underneath. You can see you got a little bit of rot right there, which is the #1 spot on dent sides and bump sides. Frame is clean. Rest of the underneath is clean. Undercarriage, fenders, inners, everything's good there. Go over here to the rears. Show you the same. Again, surface rust only. 30-year Southern truck. Super clean. We'll get down on the floor and look at the cab. Again, look at that. You got pinion seal leak in the rear. Just so nice. That's going to be a great truck. From the front, got the coils, the I-beams, the kingpin. So, lots of great truck under there.